Did you pour milk over your cereal this morning, or maybe put a cold slice of cheese on your sandwich? If you did, you owe a special thanks to dairy farmers like Neil. Today we're going to go behind the scenes with a dairy farmer to hear his story of resilience and how he overcame the odds to continue doing what he loves. His story provides information, endurance, and resilience, and of course, local dairy products to the people here in Troy, Alabama.
My grandparents were in the dairy business. He had a registered Holstein herd, and my dad's side, they raised turkeys. So agriculture-wise, you know, it's went back generations. This strictly was just a pole building when we moved here, and we just started in and started building, and I got torch and a welder and stuff out, and so we built all the stalls, did all the concrete work, everything you see here we did, and that saved us probably close to $800,000.
So how many cows could you fit in both sides at one milking?
In both, about 75 cows we could get in, because the pit in the parlor was about 70 feet long, and milk through the back legs and on a 70-degree angle. The cows stand on a 70-degree angle, and then that's how we milk it. So. Going to be about 2,300,000 that have actually been through that parlor. So quite a few. That's a lot of prepping and a lot of work, but that's been our life. We've enjoyed it, really have. It sell out one time. Cow prices got really high, and we thought, well, you know, maybe we'll just do something different in life. And we sold the cows out and walked out the back door in the morning. There was no cow sound, there was no nothing, and it just like got stabbed in the heart. It just wasn't right. So it wasn't very long, we were back in the business. Oh, we got hit by a virus, bug, whatever disease, and that basically, it kills cattle really quick. It was called Bibersteinia trailosi. At the time, there wasn't very much knowledge. There's no vaccines for it. There wasn't any drugs that we found that did us any good. And so, first cow dies, you don't think too much about it, because at the time we were milking 360, and we had 760 head. So a cow dies, it's like, you know, life. They die, you know, older cow, something. Then a couple days later, we had 2 cows die. And it was like, So we started checking our feed and stuff like that, and thinking there was something in the feed. And then I think we skipped a day, and then we had another 2 cows die, and it was like, I guess we grabbed the 6th cow and took it to the lab. We kept going after it a little bit, all the symptoms, everything lined up with it after a while, and we were burying cows left and right. And so it went on about 7 weeks, and we buried about 400 head. So basically put us out of the milking business. What it does, it creates septicemia in the animal really fast. And so it shuts the organs down. And they die from the time we milked to the next milking in 12 hours. I mean, we might have cows dead. And symptoms of it are not like a sick animal. They actually look healthy, more healthy. They act really healthy. They act like they feel good. That's what's so hard about it, is trying to, you can't just go out and see the sick animal, because that's one of the symptoms. They don't look sick, but they spike to way high temperatures, enough to kill them. I know the government said that they had a program that we could use, and so I went, and somebody had told me about it. I went and talked to them. The local people said, yes, we'll help. The FSA, the state people agreed with me, but when it got to Washington, they shot us down and said, no, it doesn't meet the requirements, and a bunch of political nonsense is what, I guess, the easiest way I'll put it. But what bothered me the most in that same program, there's states, and I won't name the states, that have got programs through that don't even meet the requirements and barely meet one of the requirements, and they're paying them for it. So that's what really bothered me. And so we didn't get any money out of anything, so we're just tightened our belt up and said we're going to do the best we can, and we've had to sell part of our farm in order to keep going. But I can thank the Lord that basically when we was even thinking about putting food on the table, neighbors come along, people come along that I didn't even know that actually truthfully provided the need that we had. So I can say God provides, and I believe if we keep working hard, we're going to make it through this. This has been going on about, when did I start? About 2.5 years ago, I guess.
Wow. Now?
We have about 38, I think, something like that, to 40.
Okay.
That's all we got of them left. And we're only milking 15, I think. It would be wonderful. Just in Troy, my little route, I got about 27 stops, I think. 26 or 27 stops. We moved our cows. Every time they came out of the parlor, every 12 hours, they would go to fresh pasture. And what that does, that allows your grass, it gives it time to recover and doesn't ever stress it. So your roots and your grass, and you get the photosynthesis, and it just, everything grows better. Cows are always on fresh pasture. Twice a day they're getting fresh pasture, and so it just works out really well.
Happy cows, good milk?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I honestly believe, that, I believe God's going to look out for me on that aspect of it. I really do, because, if you put your trust in Him, that's He said He'll take care of us. So that, to me, is worth a lot. And we've seen it. Stanley and I have seen it over and over since this period of time, how God has provided for us. And it's just unreal.